Hello.
Hey everyone, and welcome back for
Hey.
our very special Christmas stream here at SCS Software. Good to see all of you. Thanks for being here this evening.
Hi,
Well,
Alex.
it's our very final stream of the year. Good to see everybody. We've got lots of guests with us today. It's great to have everybody in the studio and also connecting with us from around the world. Let's start off by introducing our very special guests. First of all, we have Pavel Šebor, our CEO
Hey, Pavel.
of SCS Software,
Welcome
in
back.
the studio.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Pavel.
Thanks.
Good to
That's
have
a
you. How are you
third
doing
stream
today?
in
Stream in
3 weeks, right?
Okay.
Full influencer mode.
Absolutely. Joining us all the way from Singapore, we have Oscar, our Chief Partnership Officer. Oscar, great to have you back.
Hey,
It's been a
Oscar.
minute since we had you on the stream.
So you're back in Singapore now,
great to
right?
be back here. Yes, I'm finally back in Singapore. I think I've been on stream in this studio more often than I have been on stream from back home.
Yeah, it seems that way. Very true. Excited to have you on here. Thank you for being with us and connecting with us so late in your time zone. But excited to chat with you more about, well, what's been happening at SCS Software and looking into the future as well. And of course, behind the wheel, we have
Thanks
one
for
and
having
only,
me.
your driver throughout the year, Nimiro.
Thank you.
Doing,
Thank
Nimiro?
you.
Good to have you.
Yeah,
Good to have you back.
it's a pleasure to be here. It's the last stream of this year, and we were just chatting before we went live that this one is the 108th stream of this year.
There you go. Yeah, 108 streams. It's been a pleasure to be pretty much at all of them. And if you don't know me by now already, my name is Alex. I'm one of your community managers here at SCS Software. Good to have you all for this final stream. And of course, we're going to have lots to talk about while Nimro is going to be doing some trucking behind the wheel. That's right.
I hope so. I already have a job from the currently ongoing Woven Wonders of Winterland. Still kind of mouthful name for me.
That's intentional, I guess.
It's intentional. Okay. So I covered Peter's truck. I spent Peter's money buying this awesome paint job. I hope he wouldn't mind. And I already have a job, and I'm already actually even ready at the magical portal that will take me to the Winterland, because I want to drive more on the snow like we did on Tuesday. We did some drifting with the truck on the frozen lake. That was fun as well. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, the Wonders of Winterland event has been going very, very strong so far. I know the community have been working hard getting the snowflakes and earning the different tiers of rewards as well. So thank you for everyone taking part in that so far. And of course, you have throughout the holiday period to take part in that event, which you can find all out about at wildertrucks.com. But of course, we've got lots to dive into today. We've got lots of topics to cover. But first of all, I did want to ask, how's everyone getting ready for the Christmas period? Pavel, you've been kind of enjoying the festivities a little bit already with yourself and your family?
I haven't managed to switch into it myself. So many meetings and plans and changes in the office. At home, though, we have had the Christmas tree already decorated a week ago because my daughter was so in a hurry and a rush to do that. She's enjoying the time. So we got.
So you keep
early
these traditions.
Yeah.
You keep these traditions, the tree and everything.
So yeah, we are enjoying it in the end. But this week still, I was really very much in work mode. Not really. I have so many still gifts to purchase. So. Okay, this is going to be a big weekend for me.
I feel sad. I feel sad for you.
Shopping.
It's
That's
gonna
a
be
little
terrible.
late in the year.
I don't enjoy
It is a
shopping.
little late.
I delay
It's
as much as
getting
possible.
busy. It is quite difficult, and it's a busy time, of course. And Oscar, I wondered if yourself as well, if you've had a moment to slow down for a second and get into the Christmas spirit a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I just got back from Prague on Monday,
you're with
so
us.
it's still a little bit of recovering, but yeah, fully into the Christmas spirit like I always am. I have a Christmas tree in my balcony, and it's been there for the past 4 years, so I'm always in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, so it's not a real one then, I guess.
No, it's not a real one, but it's fully decorated with trucks, with cars, and everything. So
Nice.
always in the Christmas
Nice.
spirit.
I need to see a photo later, man.
That's it, yeah. Always ready. I love that. That's great to hear. Of course, as we come to the end of the year, looking back, I mean, what a year it's been. 2025 has been absolutely huge for SCS Software, and it's been so much going on in terms of company growth and projects. And I would love to kind of talk a little bit about kind of circling back to the start of the year and what was important for us and the teams at SCS in general. Pavel, I wanted to get some of your thoughts on the year at SCS Software so far? I mean, we're almost at the end of the year. How's 2025 been in your eyes, would you say?
Well, complicated, I would actually say. We were sitting here in the studio a year ago and thinking, okay, so many things are going to happen, and quite a few have happened. I'd say I was more optimistic about some of the projects. Because that's one worry around SCS, that I like to start projects, and those projects compete for attention, for resources, for people, for bottlenecks that may be in the process. So we started a lot of things. Some of them are still in flight. People know that we are collecting a wish list for whatever projects that are happening.
Quite a lot.
I was more hopeful for us to wrap up something. We did manage, though, to release major DLC. We did manage to do quite nice updates of the game. We hit record player numbers on Steam, which was really a major milestone in a way. After so many years, still being relevant, still being played. It's a part of the success of the skill of survival, I would say. So beautiful things. When I look at the DLCs that we are making now, the quality is always going up. We have created fantastic reworks in both games. We are reworking older parts of the world, and we are continuing to rework yet more. So things are happening, things are good. But from the position of somebody responsible for the careers and life of over 400 people, it's a different game to play for me. Like a strategic game of controlling the company, and that's not so easy. So like, I live one half of me is living and basking in the light of success and like support of the community. The other is always like worrying: are we underestimating this? Are we missing out on that? How is it possible that this is delayed? So, I'm not always just upbeat. I am this half full glass person. Or half empty rather than that. So, let's look at what we have done, and I'll comment maybe case by case. But if you ask me this broad question, I already have in my mind so many stories or so many things that I have to deal with that are not so visible on the surface.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's been a big year, and of course, hard to remember everything just in one go. So let's take a look back on some of the releases. For example, with American Truck Simulator, obviously we had Louisiana recently. We had Missouri and Iowa, I believe was the three, right? We did the three ATS DLCs this year.
Was Missouri at the spring? It was kind of.
I think it's
this
year's release.
So we did 3 map DLCs for American Truck Simulator this year. That's kind of an achievement of its own as well.
Yeah, well, re-engineering the process, the company, the pipeline to work on multiple DLC in parallel was major achievement of the past few years.
True.
And now it delivers in a way. And it's just not like same old. It's like the Missouri DLC had new stuff with the underground deliveries. It was kind of novel. Quite a lot of engineering work went into that alongside just the content. And now we are benefiting from it. Like, I think Nordic Horizons has some kind of underground facility.
Yes.
I think Chicago has some cool underground or like under the surface driving, because that's the core of the city is like that. So you bring some new feature inspired in a new DLC, and you take advantage of it through the following production. So Missouri was quite cool and well accepted, I think, from that angle. Something novel.
Louisiana was kind of like new as well. Like we for the first time, we brought the swamps and
we went
a lot of vegetation and we went wet. Yeah.
Yeah, very southern there. Lots of history and lots of vegetation and green as well. And we're kind of venturing from Louisiana into that part where you're more in the south and kind of venturing towards the east as well.
And crocodiles. You remember Cheeseburger, Alex?
Cheeseburger, yeah, crocodile that the chat named. That was a big one. But on the polar opposites, in Euro Truck Simulator 2, Nordic Horizons. I mean, such a huge map expansion for Euro Truck Simulator 2.
It's really slippery here.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, Nordic Horizon it has been under construction in some form for like 3 years from pre-production. So that's also already an indication of that the other projects take about the same, because they are also huge now. That what's what's going to happen next, which we haven't even announced, is quite a sizable DLC as well. Nordic Horizon, of course, it's like there's two elements to it. One is, of course, the aspiration, the ambition to always improve, to always get better, and the team is ever aspiring to raise the bar. And then there is the worry: are we pushing for, like, what's the performance of it? How are we addressing this? Are we not too ambitious? Are we managing to plan the project so that it can wrap up in reasonable time? So behind all the scenes, it's the producers, the testers, the planners, the research team that's doing the location scouting. You have people making the economy network of it. Is it too dense? Is it too loose so that it works for gameplay? All that is interesting. In the end, it's like a visual feast that people, I think, enjoyed. But a lot of stuff happens under the hood at the company to make this possible.
Someone in the chat says that the Scandinavia refresh project was their favorite. I think that was a kind of a huge thing as well that we nicely planned and came out super shortly before Nordic Horizon.
Like it was a part of the concept was, okay, if we create this all new content that people drive through the core of the game, the base game, drive through an ancient 10-year-old bit of content, the contrast may be too jarring and people would be upset or not liking us or kind of be frustrated by this comparison. So we in the plan of reworks, we made sure that the connection from base game to the new bit of Nordic region through the southern part of Scandinavia is improved. It's not necessarily all new. It's like partially refreshed, partially rebuilt. But I think it did the trick. It did the magic that the DLC. I think the positive reviews put it over 90% or somewhat near on Steam. So people did enjoy the combo very much. So the magic worked, and I'm really happy. It wasn't by any means a small feat. There was a big team working on the Scandinavia refresh. There's quite a sizable team now working on reworking the old existing part of UK that the game is contains from the very start. So
I think that's also like one of the things through the year that we kind of revealed and announced that we are going to work on, right? The UK rework, especially for you, Alex, it must be like a super exciting day.
I mean, big shout out to the UK community and everything. Of course, of course. I am a bit biased when it comes to that project. Obviously, it's home, and I think anyone's always excited to see their home, of course, and seeing the quality of recent DLCs and reworks as well. Of course, it's exciting to know, what the future lays ahead for these areas. And of course, this one, the community as well has been pretty excited about as well. But of course, with those announced reworks, those are obviously big announcements that happen, but we've also had some reworks that have been happening as well throughout the year. Of course, the California rework being one of them.
That was kind of big as well.
That was another really big element in itself. We had, some of the team and those involved actually come on our streams, and we've checked it out on the streams as well. And it's just such a fantastic area to truck through now. Really lovely, lots of details, and obviously a big change from its first iteration to what we see today. That technology and those kind of workflows have really changed a lot over the time. And Pavel, I'm sure you've seen that as well from your own eyes. When it was first built to how it's built now, it must be quite a big difference for you to see and go, wow, look how much it's changed in that time, how talented the team are now, and how the code is changing in terms of its progress.
You see that, and years fly by, and before you know it, the rework content that's 10 years old or so. The original American truck simulator content was built by, I think, the core was like 3 map designers that took maybe 2 years to build California, Nevada, and Arizona. Am I right?
Yes.
3 eastern states.
Yes.
Now you have California being reworked stage by stage, and each of the stages is like 10 plus people working maybe for a year on just like a section of California. So this indicates, despite the tools being improved, there's like all the process is better, but still the manpower required for crafting these things manually in detail that we are now putting in, it's like order of magnitude more content in every square mile and every square feet in a way that goes into the game. People do appreciate it, I think. What people may not appreciate is that if we were somehow working smarter or better, we could get even more out. We are doing our best. We are still pushing on the tech, on the tools, on the workflow. So hopefully we will get better. But for the time being, we are pushing as hard as we can to make things better. I really love the new California too. It's great. And of course,
It really
anytime
is.
you do this rework, then the next region screams loudly, rework me, rework that, because
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, but of course, we've already got quite a few projects in the pipeline. One that we actually had a topic about recently as well was obviously the Route 66 project as well, which is going to be very, very exciting for American Truck Simulator. One that we mentioned, I believe, before during the release stream of Louisiana, how that's such an important road for traveling and the future of that as well. But of course, maps hasn't been the only thing that's been getting a lot of love and work. We've also released some different DLCs, some new cargoes for truckers to pull, farm machinery, forest machinery. We've seen some of the dynamic unloading and loading in Euro Truck Simulator 2 now, as well as American Truck Simulator, and also some with our partnerships and brands that we work with. For example, Cornet Agriculture as well received some new bits. And Oscar, no doubt it's been a big year for you in terms of working with our partners, both old and new. You've been all over the world, pretty much literally, and working pretty hard. It's been a big year for you. How's that been for you so far this year in 2025?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every year it's more successful than the previous one. We have a lot of things lined up. I cannot say how many. There are a lot of projects lined up, or they're fighting for room in our production timeline. That it's going to be an exciting next few years, I'm sure. And this year was no exception. Met a lot of great
It's kind of
people,
like
great companies.
nice
And
change and
I
progress,
think
right?
yeah,
To see, like, Pavel, you were around in those days when those companies were not that excited to cooperate with SCS and with our games. They were more like concerned if they should give the trust to such game. And nowadays the tables are a little bit like shifting more
well,
to
of course,
our favor.
like 15 years ago, you go to a major truck expo and beg for attention, and you don't even know how to. You don't have any clout. You don't have any traction. How to talk to these people and explain what we are making. The times have moved on. Right now, in many cases, the executives or people in licensing marketing are former players of our game, or understand gaming at the very least, or their kids have been playing our game or other games. So the general understanding of the opportunities of being visible in a entertainment product like a game is out there already established. So it makes it, I guess, a little easier. The thing is, it's still not like we cannot still take it for granted. You have to, and Oscar has been traveling for like 180 days through the year. You have to do the
this year
legwork.
it's about 140.
Yeah, you have to nurture the relationships. You have to make sure that your relation with the manufacturer survives, even changing a person at a role at your partner's company. So it's like everyday upkeep, everyday information exchange with many partners. And I always see it like a little bit from a distance. Fortunately, I'm not involved on a daily basis in that, like I used to be 10 years ago. But there's so much more of it. There's so many partnerships. There is so much demand for possibly making some cool stuff that we just don't have the room for. Or sometimes like there are opportunities that just we cannot really offer to pursue. But we are getting better. We'll see like our driving academies maybe opening some avenues for being yet more serious about being part of the industry and offering yet more back to the community. There's so many like back and forth with truck manufacturers, obviously, with trailer manufacturers, with other licensed partners like tires or machines that we are carrying between places. And now we have like opened up the new chapter with talking to car and coach manufacturers. So many avenues, so many things to handle. It's cool. It's a lot of promise. It's also a little bit scary as always. Like again, I'm now I'm kind of today I'm in the mood of expressing, like, managing the expectations, I guess. Things are not so easy, but they're exciting, and I guess when we get to the segment that we planned for our stream today of the future stuff or what's up and coming, that will kind of indicate,
How much is happening?
how much is happening,
Yeah.
and how much we have
Yeah.
to worry about really at the same time.
Yeah, it's been a big year, and of course we're in top gear for the future ahead as well. There's no doubt about that. And Oscar, on your travels around talking with partners and in being involved in so many different things that people might have seen a glimpse of on our YouTube channel for the SCS on the Road series, of course, where we've been doing little walkarounds and seeing factories and taking part in a few things there with different partnerships and plans. Is there any highlights for you in 2025 of things that you can share, of course, that haven't been kept secret so far? Has there been any highlights for you?
Yeah, there are a lot of things I can't say. So I think one of the highlights for me, especially something new this year, was going to Bus World, which is an expo for buses, obviously, because we're doing project coaches. That's a different world because I've always been just looking at trucks. Now I'm looking at buses. I'm exploring them. I'm understanding how they work, how many different configurations you can get. I mean, in trucks, we understand that usually there are a few, cabin options, there are a few chassis types. But then we go into the world of buses, you have different lengths, different seating arrangements, different cargo carrying capacity. It's a whole different thing to learn, and there are also a lot more manufacturers. Then you also kind of have to understand that unlike trucks where they built the whole vehicle, when you go into buses, you look into companies that only build bodies, for example. So they might get a chassis from Volvo, they might build a body on top of that. So then you started to talk about different things to different people, different companies, just to kind of integrate a whole vehicle together. It's a different approach. Yeah. So
Wow.
that's quite unique for me.
That is very unique and quite an insight as well. And of course, coaches is one that is quite anticipated by our community. We've already been sharing quite a bit across our blogs and
Yeah,
our
I think there's
socials
like more
already.
than 300,000 people has already have it in wish list.
It's big, yeah.
Quite
It's
a
really
big hunger for that.
And of course, this isn't something that we're completely new to. We do have a little bit of history in SCS software when it comes to buses, and some of our older players may remember an older title that SCS software created, and also, we've talked about here and there a little bit in the past as well. But it's great to see it now kind of heading into full swing. Pavel, I'm sure it's quite an exciting thing for you to see to come to life, coaches.
Yeah, well, we've been hearing for, like, 15 years. Why don't you make another bus driver? Which was really not a sim in proper sense, like we're understanding now. But it had this simplistic gameplay, let's say, going places. Coaches, of course, take place in our large universe. It's not like a city bus. It's like a long distance drives. So it is different, but in many ways we are taking a page from that old game to give player the same challenge of kind of making sure that the passengers are not upset, that they are happy bunch traveling with you as a driver. So we are we've always been thinking and hinting that this may happen one day. Finally, it's happening. Finally, we are, producing actual bus models that make sense, that the partners that licensed them for us seem to like when presented with some materials for review. So it's all being wrapped up. We are actually already doing internal tests of various systems and the gameplay. So we'll see. It's like ultimately it's like a game within a game. It's something new for us, and we have quite ambitious release calendar. But I would say ideally we only want to release things that are fully cooked, that are done. So nobody's sure how much polish this is going to need, how many tweaks we may still are needed for it. But it's shaping up really nice. People who are into it have positively commented on that. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it will make sense for us to really go out and unleash it on the masses.
It's an exciting road ahead, and looking forward to how that's going to expand the world of Euro Truck Simulator 2 and vice versa with Roadtrip for American Truck Simulator. But in talks of expanding our roads and such, we're looking at one right here with some of our Wilder Truck events that have been happening throughout the year. And this is, of course, our Woven Wonders of Winterland, one that maybe quite a few of you are familiar with already from the past few years. But this is not the only event that we've had kind of a special map area for. Of course, we had our Witches of Brackenreach Halloween event happened this year as well, which I think was another great first.
That was beautiful.
I still have PTSD from
amazing.
from the maze, man. I was there lost for like 30 minutes of that stream, and you guys were laughing at me, everyone.
Yeah, it was like 30, 45 minutes of you just going round in circles, trying to find your way to the castle.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, but what a lot of fun. And you can see the creative side of the teams there as well. And it's great to see these World of Truck events expanding in that way. Definitely a lot of progression from some of the events we've had in the past and having these special maps. And I like that how they're adding, of course, to the Christmas one as well each year. This year, we've got some brand new AI vehicles to make the world feel even more lively than it was before, which is really, really nice to see as well. So that's definitely a milestone in itself, World of Trucks. And it's great to see that expansion. And I'm not sure if, Pavel, you have any comments about the World of Trucks?
The events are like, when I asked the team for making something for a new seasonal opportunity, like they chose Halloween, and I thought, let's give it a few weeks and whip up something quick. But it never works that way, right? At SCS.
Right.
So the team was, again, ambitious. They came up with new shaders for castle walls or stuff like that. That, in the end, usually these projects end up being experimental grounds for new features. They may be visible or they may be subtle for the time, but we use them to learn some new things about ourselves, about our process. It's like stressing out a few people, of course, as always, because it's, out of the comfort zone in many ways. But in my future, ideal world, we would have quite a few unique, experiences, how to put it, spicing up our regular gameplay or our regular cohesive universe through going to places and enjoying things out of ordinary. So who knows, maybe in the future we may have more seasonal events. For the time being, we managed to produce one big map of this style during the year. Next year, actually, I'm hearing back from the team that they need more time to push the technology itself, the back end and the system for setting up events, to make it easier to set them up, which is kind of competing for their attention with actually setting up the existing events. So we'll have to see how we balance that out. But the events, I think, are bringing something different, something that gives people a reason to start up the game and play it again through the period. Halloween was definitely super cool. It was an evolution from a few mood concepts, and the creation was kind of organic. It was the map designer, a very talented girl originally that started with it, was kind of offering so many options to pursue. And the magical forest, I would say, or the places where you can get lost so easily, or the castle and all that, was kind of incremental evolution of thinking about what we can put there. Then we ended up thinking, okay, these should be actually driving challenges. You should have kind of difficult time, not just the visuals being cool, but also have a difficult time passing through some of these narrow spots to give you a challenge, to give you something to wake you up in a way. And it all turned out really magical, just like our winter map is, in a way, bringing a lot of magic. So it makes me happy. I just always wish for more. And eventually we may want more. We planned some new, we now explore some new options for bringing people yet more unique content out of ordinary. So we'll see how that turns out. We are not yet ready to talk about it, but we are always trying for something new.
looking forward to the future. And of course, I mean, there's so much we could cover talking about over the 2025 in the past. We've had many updates throughout the years, including with our vehicles. We've had the Kenworth W900 Legacy Edition, which is such a beautiful truck. We've had the FH tuning pack update. We had the Kenworth T6680 update, DAF XF Electric, the Scania RNS Super, and also some UI changes as well. Those are all great to see with our truck fleet in both sides of the game there. And of course, I know a lot of people, of course, looking forward to the future, what they may hold, and maybe we might touch on that subject in a little bit, chat. But first, of course, there's also some other work going on behind the scenes, of course, with our little teaser that we put out throughout the year. Of course, one that's been in the news a lot, which is about consoles as well. And of course, we thank everybody for the support there. But a lot of work still going on behind the scenes with that development. I know there's a lot going on with the teams there, and of course put out a video with our vidcast. Is that correct, Nimo? Where they're talking about kind of like a little bit of how the process is in terms of console and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's actually in production.
Yeah, so
the second one. Sorry, I lost you because I was getting ready for have some fun on this Frozen Lake
this is
again.
great. I
just
love
like
it.
on Tuesday.
I love this. This is great. Drifting around on the ice lake. So, of course, very excited for the future of that, of course, with a new platform coming out. And Pavel, that must be quite exciting for you and the teams involved as well.
Exciting and, bringing other emotions as well. Last year, I'm sure I was sitting here last year hinting and teasing stuff. And still, here we are, hinting and teasing the same stuff in a way that I was already thinking would be done by now. The engine is undergoing this massive change to be like fully direct X12 technology, making things parallel, making things modern. And honestly, I think it will be faster. Like, we were hoping for more progress there. But anytime you rework some area, you realize that you have to retouch some system that is related to it. So the team, we have quite a lot of people really deeply focused on the engine rewrite under the hood. It will help the console players in the future, or make it possible even to move to consoles, but it will definitely help the experience on the PC as well. It's just that it's been consuming a lot of people's time and ever present somewhere at the company's kind of planning chart that okay, this guy or this group is going to be busy yet another quarter, yet another half year. It's been ongoing. In a way, it may have slowed some other products too, but you have to make you are juggling so many balls in the air, and you have to make sure all of them are still flying, all of them are progressing, and that's what we do. It's going to be good. We just have to ask our supporters for more patience with these changes, because ultimately everybody will win if we pull it off.
Absolutely, and I mean, we'll definitely provide more updates where we can in the future, as well as Nemo mentioned there. But of course, we do have a little microsite. You can head to scssoft.com/consoles to stay up to date with everything there. And of course, we'll be updating you via our blog topics as well and social media as well. And I think we could sit here for many, many hours talking about all the amazing things that happened throughout 2025. But unfortunately, we don't have all that much time to go through every single little thing. But of course, from consoles to map reworks to our SCS fan days, that was something new we've been experimenting with as well. Business trips, special events, and so much more. All of our streams, and I was just looking at our blogs as well. We've had over 234 blog topics this year as well.
You're raising the bar there as well, right? Every year.
Yeah, lots of news coming out, and of course, all of this wouldn't be possible without the incredible team at SCS Software and everyone involved in this moving engine, of course, as well. And things are only going to get better from here, and I say better, but more exciting from here. Looking into the future, which is something I know we want to touch on a little bit, because I believe we may have some things prepared in terms of some little things we want to show off or maybe tease or talk about. Is that correct, Nimiro?
Yeah, it is. I'm kind of having fun here, guys. Well, okay.
I guess people do come here because of
I saw
whatever
kind
we-
of a few messages already, like, where are the folders, Nemiro? Have some people asking in the channel.
if you talk with
Let
this
me play,
audience about the
let me
past,
play.
they I guess people watching our streams probably do know what we are making, what we have been through. They're definitely looking forward to us opening up and sharing whatever is in the future for them.
Yes, and you
Yes.
guys are correct. Just as every year, I've been able, thanks and shout out to all our departments, all the other teams that were
Mhm.
able to, give us a few of what they are working on, a few examples, few samples. And so we collected quite a lot of things to show. So these are the folders, Chat, you were
So you
asking
have-
for. And for me, some of them will be I will be seeing what's inside for the first time as well. I believe you, Pavel, and you guys as well. So
Yep.
Chat, you might need help us, tell us what's in there. But let's start. I don't know. Should I just go one by one, or Chat? Do you want? Someone's already screaming in the chat. Show the vehicles.
That's always an exciting one.
Yeah, Benny.
Um,
Chat is right. Bring the work in progress tag as well, please.
Please do, yes.
Just if anyone
is
would be
something.
sharing, print screens from any time after this
We've
moment.
all got to be posing throughout the stream to make sure we're looking good on these screenshots
So-
that are posted by our viewers.
Chat, I don't know if you can read it.
I'm a work in progress too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a folder named Benelux rework, British Columbia, Iceland, Illinois, Ireland, new garages, South Dakota,
Ooh,
UK rework. That's for Alex, I guess.
I like that.
Vehicles
Thank you.
and Volvo Truck Experience Center. Which of those folders would you like me to explore? I can see the chat is spamming garages.
I see garages, but I'm also
Yeah,
seeing people
everyone's
saying
saying
left to right.
garages.
Whatever you guys
All right,
wanna
let's
do.
dive in for new garages then.
Let's
All
take
right.
a look.
I can see 4
Alright.
images here. And I believe by the name, it suggests that one of our team is actually working on maybe reworking the garages, the players'
Look at
garages, actually.
these.
Nice.
Wow.
I've never seen
This
this.
is a nice upgrade for the players. Yeah, I haven't seen this either. This is looking quite nice. Of
Chat,
course,
I
the
will be
place where
trying
players
to,
can only-
make it big, browse it, show you in details. Keep in mind that those are images, so if I will be zooming way too much, it's getting like pixelated. But
And come on, we have the technology.
Those are looking really nice. Of course, a place where players spend a lot of time, maybe quick traveling to, or heading to, or going down for the night and sleeping. It's nice to see some upgrades kind of bring it a little bit more into the modern era of garages that you see for maybe some bigger logistics companies or such like that as well. Those are some pretty nice looking buildings.
I
I
think
like
the
that.
issue is that our art there was again a decade or
Hmm.
so old. So just as we innovate and rework parts of the world, sometimes you retouch like systematically a type of domain or type of asset across the whole world, like with the garages. I think also one of the motivations was that with cars, hopefully popping up in our gameplay at some point in the future, you also want believable kind of home for your vehicle, driving to your like company headquarters and having a place to park your car. So that may be also like the motivation for the team to revisit this. And overall, the material, the detail of the surfaces and all that just wasn't up to our standards anymore. So this is still, there is actually quite some complex plan for further steps with companies. So in a way, this is step one. But we felt it's about time to start the journey.
I'm liking what I'm seeing here in the interior, by the way. This is very, very nice. Kind of a bit of clutter, a little bit of work, as a garage should be, right? As you can imagine.
You have
a lot
I
of
guess
work
this
going
is like
on.
the small startup when you are starting your own
Mm.
company. And then, of course, you have this more corporate kind of style,
Modern looking.
big company, garages.
oh yeah,
Wow, look at that. Nice and clean,
Clean.
clear signage, nice equipment. That's looking nice. I like that a lot. That's a very, very nice update. I'm looking forward to that one, actually.
Me too. I'm
Chat.
trying to spot all
Chat's
the
liking it.
details. Like
Yeah, you got toolboxes there.
Yeah.
You got a lift as well. Very, very nice. I'm liking the color scheme there as well. some modern equipment into the garage. Looking real nice. What do you think, chat? Looking good? Loving it. Looks awesome.
Chad,
Need
how
a mini
fast?
fridge.
How fast
Okay.
do you think it will take me before I drop one side of the truck into this hole
Oh,
by accident?
First stream of the new garage. That's when it will happen. That's very, very cool. Looks fantastic. Great. Very nice. Looks realistic. That's great to hear. That's what you like to hear. That's a really nice preview. I like that a lot. So there's your exterior, interior. Was it just the few shots here that we have? I believe.
Yeah,
so.
those four.
Very nice. That is
So
looking
I think
good.
this
A
is
good
gonna
start.
be probably the standard, and this might be the upgrade. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming, but looks like
Mhm.
awesome. All right. What next then? UK
Man, you're
rework,
giving Kat
Alex?
too much power.
No, you do UK. Okay, that's. I
Alright.
guess this is
Sounds
hot
good.
topic.
Oh, there's a folder
have
in a
my computer
folder.
ready.
Nice.
Oh my
Says
goodness.
Scotland.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with
okay.
those.
Scotland.
What it looks
Nice.
like 10 shots. I guess those gonna be from the UK rework, actually, from England and from UK. Dover.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Dover. Yeah, looking good. Of course, still work in progress. I imagine there's still a
very
lot
much.
to happen
You
here.
As you can
have to-
see, yeah.
You have to keep
Yeah.
in mind that the project is like at the inception.
Yeah, look.
These are like mood boards, or how to
Mhm.
put them. These are rough approximations of whatever is going to be fully detailed
Mhm.
in the future. So it's kind of like the intent of the map designer, what they want to have there, rather than the finals.
Mhm.
It's really like stressful for the team to have to open up to the public these rough sketches, because they prefer to show the final stuff, but that's
course.
still over a year away. So they do model, like we call it sometimes in the games industry, vertical slice. You go all in to the full detail on a particular location, and that you can kind of be proud about and boast about. But we wanted to show the actual work, the work in progress, which is at the first iteration. It's really just these rough sketches to understand the horizons, to understand the ratios of distances and all that. So people would see quite raw stuff and some cool and promising stuff. I think
It's looking
this is a
great.
complete rework, right? This is not like
Yes.
going
Yes.
back and somehow tweaking. This is like dropping everything and starting clean.
It is, yeah.
And I think it's shaping
completely
up
from the ground up,
pretty-
and it's
pretty
changing
well.
the scale as well. I believe this is Portsmouth. I actually recognize this is a popular spot where you can take a ferry. I've taken the ferry from there quite a few times. That tower's kind of unmistakable. It could be Southampton if you wanted to, but yeah, Portsmouth. Yeah, looking very, very nice.
And of course, this is like multiple projects wrapped into one, because we are reworking what we called until now the UK wasn't really giving Scotland that much of attention. It wasn't touching Ireland in any way. So this is do we call it Emerald Island actually? Or
No,
do we know?
the Isle of Ireland.
Ireland. So we chose a little conservative name, not so much kind of magical name.
This guy's having a hard time.
He's having
so-
a bad time. Yeah.
There's a new DLC and also a massive overwork of the existing bit of whatever our UK was, that we plan again, just as with Nordic Horizon and the old Scandinavia DLC, to unleash at short kind of sequence at the same time, pretty much,
mm.
to the players.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that's a
Top
spaghetti bowl.
Is this? Can anyone recognize where this is? I'm just trying to figure out if it's like a part of like the M11 or the M4, the M25.
Train,
But seems pretty.
trucks.
That does seem like the UK with all that traffic. That definitely seems legit. Birmingham, maybe Spaghetti
Nice.
Junction. It could be the Spaghetti Junction. You're right. There's a famous one called the Spaghetti Junction.
The good thing about
very
the
nice.
the reworks is that through the years, the intent was always there. Let's start reworking our older stuff. But usually we would go up to I don't know, team size 5 or 6 model designers, and then we would steal them to other projects to just plug in some kind of capacity issue. Now the team is quite sizable already and kind of reasonably safe from being stolen for other work. But ultimately on this project, we would have multiple teams. One is up north, the other is working on Ireland, the other is working on the southern part. So there's multiple team leads, even, and multiple teams contributing to a massive like big project that it is, to make it all on time and make it happen in parallel. If you have 20 plus people contributing to any DLC, one team lead is kind of really struggling to
Mm.
keep it in mind, keep everything under control. So you have to have multiple leads, multiple kind of domains of operations that are not stepping on each other's toes. This is the case here, just as it was with Scandinavia. I think the Benelux team ultimately, once they are done, may be joining in for a region of theirs. It's like you play this game of chess at SCS, moving pieces from across the chessboard to make sure it all kind of ultimately plays well as a game. So the UK rework and the Ireland project are really huge undertakings, and they are quite difficult to pull off because the cities are close by our standards of making everything scaled 1 to 20. You are facing quite some challenges that mean that, I don't know, Manchester and Liverpool and whatever in our game are pretty much sitting next to each other, stuff like that. So the team has to be creative. The team has to use the right artistic license to make the right impression within the limitations of the tech and the scale. And we have now the chance to rethink it with the new paradigm that we are using. The old map was really ancient. Now it's feeling so much different, so much better. I'm really enjoying whatever the team is sharing with us. We have these regular meetings in the company showing the progress, and it's really enjoyable to see what kind of ideas are being put into place. Okay.
Well, I'm
cool.
very excited. I'm very excited for it. These, even though in their kind of work in progress state, they are looking fantastic. I even spied a bit of Cardiff at the end there, a bit of Wales.
Oh yeah,
as
that was
well,
the
which
end.
is
Right?
nice to see. So yeah, that's really nice to see. I did see a comment in the chat asking
Hey,
if
I
we're gonna have
was
the magic
here.
Vanderbilt.
I think I was there too.
I was
Actually,
here.
this year,
Oh, really?
My wife insisted that we have to travel someplace, so we chose Scotland, and we were all the way up to Orkneys. So
Oh, lovely.
like a 10-day trip. So it was cool.
Scotland is beautiful. I mean, it really shines in cities like Edinburgh, and then out into the places like the Lake District and beautiful kind of national parks and stuff like this. All that northern kind of area, really beautiful. Quite a varied landscape, and maybe might be a bit reminiscent of like places in Norway and Sweden and the northern areas there as well with the
Yeah,
mountains.
like
So-
geologically, it's interesting
Yeah.
place because it's kind of formed by bits that ended up in 3 continents or from 3 continents. Like you
Mhm,
combine whatever is in the Nordics, you have something like a little bit of Iceland feel or stuff like that. So it's really for the team, it's a challenge because they again have to combine all these various environments into one. But it's going to be exciting to drive for sure.
It
I
is.
have
It
to
is.
return there one day, at least to Isle of Skye.
I was there too.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
so
That is
beautiful there.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful area, yeah. Really lovely part of the world. And what I'm excited to see come to life in the UK rework in the future. And it's great to see these screenshots. A big thank you to the team for sharing them with us and being able to share them with you as well. Looking forward to it. And of course, sharing more on that topic, which we will indeed at our blog and our social media as well, as we can follow us for all the latest news.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think if you have to produce like 200 blocks again per year, you will up the pace as the team progresses and makes more
Yeah.
like stuff that's presentable. We will be tuning up the coverage of these new DLC.
It's gonna be
no
quite
doubt.
difficult for us because, like, quite often in this year, it happened to us that we had a topic for every day of the week,
Yep.
and there still could be more topics. And once we will be able to start talking fully about, coaches, road trip, and all the updates for them, we might even come up with some other idea how to communicate our news to the players. Maybe like do a one big what's new, like article at the beginning of each week or something like that. Maybe we don't know.
But I wonder, are we kind of maybe overdoing it? I mean, are we removing some of the magic of people discovering the places themselves if we
No,
talk
I mean,
about everything
Yeah,
all the
like,
time?
there are some voices every year saying this, but for in our eyes, those who don't want to get spoiled, they don't need to really closely watch us that often. and those who want to be, keep kept updated, then they have the opportunity and way how to do it. So I would say it's fine.
So I see so many vehicles.
Should we dive
Do,
into?
do you have any ATS actually map content so that we people so that
Yes, we have
Actually,
Illinois,
Got a few there.
have people still a reason to salivate over what's coming?
Illinois, which is, I believe,
Illinois.
a bunch of shots from Chicago.
I
You've
was
been
there too. I was
Wow.
like
Yeah.
10 years ago though, but I was there too.
Yeah, I've been through Chicago myself as well. I imagine at the time I remember just thinking, the airport's so big and complicated to get through. But yeah, definitely a nice city and a lot more built up than I first realized. It really is a hub for sure. And
Yeah,
great to
it's
see.
amazing with all the tall buildings around the river. Like that was
Yeah.
just surprising to me when
When
I
the
was
team
there.
when the team
Especially
presented
the
their plan,
double decker.
when the team presented their plan for Chicago, I thought they went fully crazy because like in the middle of the huge sprawling agglomeration, you have this park and the fountain and all that. And they said, this is where we're going to go. And I said, what? Really? Seriously? And usually we have to trick through the city somehow. You want to portray like one side of the city and have the rest of it somewhere on the horizon. But I said, you know what? We'll make it possible. We'll go right through, right there, right like 2 streets away from it, so you still see it. You still see it, and there is this quite a lot of
Wow.
driving underground in the city center. So it was, they came up with solutions or technical solutions for making it possible. So these are really, I guess,
Hey.
recognizable locations, not just some
That's
generic
great.
kind of content. I really love it.
That is so cool. I love that because that is such an iconic part of the city, with the trains running overhead of the roads there. One that might be familiar to a lot of people.
Chat is
Um,
hyped.
Yeah, this is really beautiful. This is fantastic, and it's great to see because there's so much
Whoa.
history in Chicago, old and new. You're seeing kind of a juxtaposition of them both within Chicago, from new buildings to old buildings, and it's great to see a lot of the history and older parts, but also some of the new buildings all
Whoa.
captured together. Look at this, chat.
Yeah.
This is so
I
cool.
think the team is working into the game also some Easter eggs or some cultural references, because there's for us Europeans, this is like we consume this mostly through the movies, like gangster
Right.
movies or whatever reaches us here across the Atlantic. So our optics may be like affected by these cultural references. But I really am looking forward to it, and of course, Chicago or Illinois and all that is a part of another angle for us, which is that we want to complete Route 66 around the 10th anniversary of making the game out, releasing the game back in 2016.
Mhm.
We may not happen or
On the
manage
day,
to make
right.
it like the same day as the release, but at least we hope to hit the right year. And with the combination of reworks and combination of the new DLC, have the current existing whatever is left of Route 66 as we kind of our interpretation of it, have it in the game from start to finish, and maybe like do some little bit of marketing around it, a little bit of kind of
Mm.
discovery for players that do not know our game but that would enjoy the idea of driving the distance. And I think actually out there in the real world, Route 66 is celebrating like in
100 years.
100 years soon,
Yeah,
2027 or so.
something like
So
that.
we may be ready just in time with our game to chip in and have some place to experience it virtually.
Love it. Chicago looking awesome.
It is looking really, really fantastic, and I know it's a little bit of a worry in the past about how we're going to tackle these big cities, but from what I'm seeing so far, it's looking really, really good.
All right,
let's
jumping
look at South
into
Dakota.
another folder related to American Truck Simulator. This one is from South Dakota.
Yeah, let's check this out.
So this is reference image, right?
No, that's from the
No?
game.
It's from the game.
See, there's a hole in the map, unfinished. So, but look at that view.
That is nice, right?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
whoa! What happened?
Nice.
That's awesome. What we
Beautiful.
can do with our engine and
I guess this is some more opportunities there for people looking at the geology in our games and judging it
Jake,
and all that.
Alex, we have to get in touch with Jake.
I had a hold of him, and I was like, "Come on, man!" He's like, "Yeah, I'm all for it." And then he's gone again.
Said,
he must be
you
a
said
busy
he's
man.
like
so
he's teaching at the university somewhere now, or
Yeah, he's got a full-time job now in a museum and as
In a
well. He's got an
museum.
official title and everything. So like we got to get him back because we've got so much we want to go through with him.
Yeah.
He really
It was
does show a
interesting
lot
that
of
our game
history.
could actually be considered in a way like
Mm.
a tool and a reference to teach people some concepts or explain them. That was
Yeah,
super exciting.
Yeah, that's Jake from the
Mhm.
Palocast Gaming Network. They were like,
Yep.
I still play in some of their old. From time to time I still play some of their old VODs. Talking about the rocks in our game. It's so cool.
Yeah. It's so cool to see that they're pointing out those details and how to recognize them as well.
Right, looks
Really
like
cool to see.
South
Look at
Dakota
that.
will take us under the ground as well.
It will, yeah. Check that out.
I wonder what it is. Is it like a big kind of elevator? Or
Mining or something? I'm not too sure.
Like
I'm
it.
sure you will have
Some
somebody from the team eventually here explaining.
trails?
Mm-hmm,
I haven't seen that myself yet, so I have no idea.
Me neither.
And of course, this is like the big country, right?
Mhm.
This is like, was it there a movie under that name from the 50s or 60s? Big country. This may be like inspired by those destinations
Mhm.
and Open Horizons and all that.
Mm.
Cool.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Around the trees,
Yeah.
down under the bridge. I like it. Working with the landscape there, as they say in some. It's nice to see there the wavy roads as well. You see them going on for a few miles there, rolling with the hills.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think especially again, I'm always returning to it. As you combine the puzzle pieces, Louisiana and the northern regions and the Pacific region and the desert regions, the combinations overall, the various places, the various environments, the variety of it makes it so much cooler than any single location and single destination because of the choice, because of the kind of changes. That's super cool.
Mount Rushmore, of course.
Of course, yeah. Obviously, what a lot of people know this area for, and this state for, but of course, there's so much more to South Dakota. Check that out. Nice. That's a nice preview. Looking forward to that one.
I guess we'll see
That is
more from Mount
beautiful.
Rushmore than that, right? Eventually. This
I
is like
guess
a
so.
tease, I
I
guess.
believe
so,
so.
yeah.
I believe so.
Eventually. All right.
What else?
Staying with American Truck Simulator, let's take a look into Canada. Actually,
Okay.
there's a folder with British Columbia
Yeah.
with a few shots as well.
Of course, we're teasing this one for a little while.
Welcome to Port Hardy. Okay.
Look at this. I love the bears there on the top. That's really nice. Little carved out of wood. Nice little detail. And of course, this is an exciting kind of adventure for SCS, kind of going outside of North America for the first time.
Yeah, it's like a new frontier, right? We
Right.
did something unexpected in a way. Our game is, after all, American Truck Simulator, which for us means the continent, not necessarily US, the country. So it was about time we tried to finally go beyond the US borders. I've talked about it at a recent stream too, that in many ways it's also helping the team out, the broader ATS map team in general, and the individual teams within it, to spread out through the region, not to step on each other's toes, to do yet more variety for the players to explore. So this is a really beautiful, beautiful landscape again, with its own beauty, the northern, more rocky beauty, as compared to something like Louisiana. Actually, it's the same team, right? The same team that's going like the largest distance that they can possibly do it across the existing continent, jumping from the south all the way to the Pacific northwest in our future universe. So for them, really massive change of setting, for the player, like something new, for the team working on road signage and all that, a new territory, because suddenly they have to work with kilometers and they have to work with like different rule sets and all that.
Different there.
I believe it's going to be well accepted. Let's hope for it. It's definitely a sizable one, quite a big plan. In some ways, we were already like congratulating ourselves here that we can now pull off 3 DLCs per year. This one is a biggie, and it's going to make it quite like complicated for the team to really wrap it up. So we may not be able to do 3 per year. We'll see, but it's going to be worth it, I'm sure.
I'm sure of it too. Looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. Of course, we did those streams where we're kind of teasing about British Columbia with the painting as well. That was a lot of fun. All right, what else we got up next here on our folders?
We either we either can go for the vehicles, or we can, tick off the Euro Truck Simulator 2 folders off the list, and then leave the vehicle folder at the end.
I would,
I think we can do that.
prolong the pain.
Okay.
Still,
Okay.
leave the vehicles for the last.
Benelux rework it is then.
I was talking to Yarda, the team lead for vehicles, about what they have actually under construction, and I think he presented like 34 different projects that the team has
Oh my
under construction.
What?
We'll not be seeing all of them,
Yeah.
but 34 different angles of whatever is being created, actually being built. Not to speak about what's being planned. That's yet a big, longer list, of course. But
Chet is like, how dare you?
so crazy amount of projects within projects, but the future for the vehicle domain in our games is bright. But let's first look at what the Benelux team is doing, because they are kind of quite advanced stage of project, and players will be seeing this reasonably soon in the game.
Yeah, Benelux, of course, being Belgium, Netherlands,
is
and
that-
Luxembourg as well. So a combination of the 3 there,
That's
and
different
yeah, this is
architecture.
looking great. That must be
Well,
like
this
one of
is-
the Chinatown gates.
It's kind of like Chinatown in part of some
maybe.
town.
The content of Benelux was some of the oldest within Euro Truck 2, right? It's been the glue that was connecting whatever came from, let's admit it, German Truck Simulator and UK Truck Simulator. The predecessors were the building blocks of the future Euro Truck 2, and we had built the connecting the bridge between the two in the form of Northern France and Benelux, and that is content that was built now maybe 15 years ago. So it's pretty much all gone and replaced by a fresh take on it. And I remember people complaining, like, you go through West Germany and into Benelux, and the region looked nothing like reality. It was like all invented, all some kind of boring forest of some sort. So now I think the team's ambition is really to nail it, to get the right chosen but selected locations. We cannot cover everything in our scale, but to have really recognizable places and countryside done right. And I think they're quite good at it.
Yeah, looking at those screenshots now, and of course, we've shared a few things over on our blog as well in the past and across our social media. It's really coming together nicely, and I'm very much looking forward to being able to travel through it myself. And much like a lot of the European cities, like you said previously with like the UK, for example, a lot of the cities and such come quite close together. So I imagine it can be a challenge at times to put everything together, but the team seems to be doing such a great job of tackling that challenge and bringing quite a variety of landscapes, as we're seeing here. And we're right at the coast, and you got some of the beach there and everything, and we got the rivers.
Now,
here,
a lot of
the
water
dams.
too, right?
Mm,
Because in the Netherlands, you just cannot avoid water.
It's everywhere. Yeah, it is everywhere.
It's going
This
to
is
make
looking
Martin
great,
happy.
I'm sure of it. And also, I do want to give a shout out to our vegetation team as well, and the assets guys who work with them as well, because making everything green and lovely here as well. Of course, very green areas of Europe, and it's great to see such a variety of vegetation being represented as well. Much as have you seen across other DLCs like Louisiana and others as well. So it's been great to see all this. Really nice. And we got the, of course, iconic windmill there in the background.
course.
Can't go without it. Of course.
Someone, I don't think you can park here, sir. Someone has taken a
I
picture
think
of
he's
that.
not gonna get out. He's not gonna get out of there.
That looks really good.
All right. Now let's dive into Iceland. I think we have like only 2 sneak peeks from Iceland.
Okay.
But look at that.
Whoa, that's a dramatic scene. So these are some of like the glaciers, I guess, or that are kind of like permanent, almost.
You've
all
been to
year
Iceland,
round,
right,
looks like
Pavel?
that.
I've been to Iceland several times. In
Okay.
fact, I'm flying to Iceland in like 10 days from now again for the first time in the winter
Nice.
because we love it there. I mean, I'm so much enjoying seeing the screenshots and recognizing the places.
I was there over
Uh,
Christmas once. Get ready for that half of the country can be closed because of snow.
Yeah,
That happened to us.
anything
like,
can happen,
from
right?
Over
you,
one night.
you have no idea what can happen because this is raw nature and it
Volcanoes
can be,
and all
Yeah.
sorts. Yeah.
crazy. We hope for some northern lights and combined with the beauty of Iceland and some hot baths
Fingers
outside.
crossed.
We'll see. But
Blue Lagoon and stuff like that.
this is like
This is awesome.
beautiful. This is awesome.
This is awesome.
It's really cool.
Look at those
For some reason,
new vehicles as well.
I was in one of these actually driving across the lake,
Oh, really?
but I cannot
Okay.
really I cannot recognize like Yokurtal and something. I don't know the name of the location, but it's our game is slowly turning into like this touristic simulation game where we have locations that are cool to visit, and the trucking element is not the only element to it. The community is always asking
Whoa.
for more cool places to drive
Look at
to.
that.
I love it.
This might be possibly because I've heard there's a lot of waterfalls in Iceland, right? So this might be like the most waterfalls we've done in one DLC, possibly, because apparently they're everywhere in Iceland.
Yeah.
So
I think this is the
Let's
place
see.
where the shelf tectonic plates are meeting.
right,
They're just all gathering for the old Vikings where they had
Mhm.
their assembly taking place.
It looks awesome.
Also, I'm not sure why, but from all my friends I've heard that have been to Iceland, they've always told me if you ever go to Iceland, you have to try this famous hot dog place in one of the cities. I don't know which one it is, but apparently there's really good hot dogs in Iceland. So that's what I've heard. At one of
That's
these shops.
unexpected.
So that's very, I wasn't expecting. I expect New York or Chicago or something
Yeah.
like this, but apparently that's a good place, Iceland. But these are looking
Beautiful. Only 2 images from Iceland, but man, they look awesome.
They speak a lot. They speak a
Yeah.
lot of volume there. Really beautiful landscapes. The rock formations there, the details that have gone into the vegetation, the
Beautiful.
waterfall there, just such a beautiful
wait.
area.
Can't wait.
Oh,
Well,
right.
for some reason, the northern regions, be it in Eurotruck, like now with literally Nordic Horizons, or even in ATS, are exciting people, I guess, a little more than the southern element to it. I mean, Nordic Horizons is really so well accepted and going well with the sales that I wonder, have we underestimated it and we should have done it earlier? We should have done Iceland earlier. So hopefully this is going to be like well accepted as well.
I believe so.
The like our Scotland or our Iceland, the British Columbia in ATS. I'm really looking forward to it, and these are like touristic, sexy destinations in a way. They are exciting people. So combined with the rest of the world, that is like again the deserts and the Greece and the Mediterranean areas, the variety is crazy. I love it.
Mm. So right now we're looking at Islands, I believe.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Is that correct, Nemo? This is from upcoming Island DLC, and
I've never been
is it
there.
a bad time for me to admit I've never been to Ireland either? So
You have
I
it quite
just-
close, man.
How about across the puddle, right? I'm
Yeah.
literally like just over.
can walk there.
Literally, I could probably walk there or take a Ryanair flight or something like this, but I've actually never been. So it's definitely one of my lists, hopefully to go next year, just for maybe a weekend away or maybe a little bit longer. I've only ever heard good things about Ireland, and that the people are
You
lovely.
have to
and
go
the
see the
landscape is really
Giant's
nice,
Causeway.
It sounds like a plan. Sounds
There
like
you
a
go.
plan. Maybe we'll have to
There
do
you
an on the road trip, maybe in the
That's
happening
it?
in the Miro and Ireland.
the place?
So yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Yes, that's the place.
So this is
Very
done by
famous.
nature.
Mhm.
Yes.
How? We need Jake, man. Alex,
I know.
you
Okay, I'm
have
on
to
it.
bring Jake back.
I'm on it. I'll email him today. I'll get him on it. Yeah. We will make it happen. So, there's a lot to do in Ireland, a lot of places to visit, and this is looking wonderful. And of course, a place that's been anticipated by a lot of our community and a lot of players who play our game. I'm sure will be very, very excited to see some of these screenshots, really capturing the essence of Ireland and the history there as well, of course.
All right, what we have next? I think last one before we dive into vehicles one is
Mhm.
kind of related to one of our partners, right, Oscar?
Okay.
Because these
Yep.
are images from the Volvo Truck Experience Center. I think you've been there,
This
right?
is- yeah, we were there. And this is also part of how we got some of the references to build this place. So we were there to do also sound recordings for the trucks, to do some reference photos for the trucks, especially for the latest FH Aero generation. So this is
Mm.
where we got sounds of the FH16, the new 17-liter engine, and also the newly refreshed 13-liter engine. But of course, the star of the show also is the whole environment here, the whole experience center. I think we flew a drone here. I think actually Benny behind behind in the
Yeah,
studio.
he's saying
was
that
the
in
one
the chat
flying
that
the
he was
drone.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one flying the drone, capturing all the reference videos that we needed to get a good overview of the area.
Oh.
So yeah,
I guess
this is
I guess
how
it's
it
quite
looks
big,
like. It's
right? The
amazing.
whole area is
It's
quite
Wow.
huge.
yeah.
It's huge. Yeah, and you can see some interesting car factory next to it as well. It's a kind of a shared facility, but this the area that we're putting into the game that's specifically for Volvo trucks. It's a very nice place to be, and I've also had the chance to drive a few trucks there. So thank you, Volvo trucks,
Oh.
for making that happen.
Shout out to Volvo Trucks, yeah.
So already in
Shout
the
out to
content
them
that we
too.
just reworked, we are already adding like micro rework in a
Yes.
way, like not
Yes.
not micro and like massive, but like localized change again.
Because
Mhm.
where is this located? Near Gothenburg, right?
Yes, it is near Gothenburg.
Yeah, and it's one of the opportunities that the cooperation with the partners is exciting, but they come up with crazy ideas. Can you do this? Can you do that with us? Sometimes we manage to say yes and pull it off. This should be one such example
Mhm.
where it's like interesting for both parties to make the brand visible yet more through the game. We did so for quite a few partners already in across both games, and we are still planning more. But not everybody's factory and not everybody's like cool place can make it into the game. But sometimes you do find the room, you do find the time to pull it off. So that was one such example where we thought, okay, for the player, this may be an interesting place to visit. For the partner, it may be interesting to showcase what they have, what kind of facility they have. So we managed this one. Sadly, quite a few ideas had to be simply like left under the table because we just cannot fit everything into the schedule or into the world size and all that. But we love it. We love it when these corporations actually bring us opportunities to like retweet each other or make
Yep.
sure that the we are seeing more like a part of the industry and they see that the gamers appreciate their stuff. That's cool.
It is really, really cool to see. Very much looking forward to experiencing that one for myself and taking a look around. Now, I think
Finally, the
this is
folder.
where chat can be
Time,
very, very
And there are
exciting.
two folders within the folder.
The folder of
boy.
folders.
Of course, ATS and ETS2. Chat.
Where should we go first?
Benny is clapping like finally.
He's so excited. Yeah.
Which should we go first?
It's happening.
Ooh. Should we go ETS?
Chad, you're split. You're split into two teams.
There's a 50-50 going on
Yeah.
here right
Do you
now.
want to jump back and forth? Or I don't know.
I think I'm afraid that within the folders gonna be more folders again.
Right.
There is,
So-
yeah.
Let's start with American Truck Simulator. All right,
Okay.
there are a few more folders.
Oh, right. Oh my
Mm.
goodness.
Mhm.
Folders.
This is a lot of
Right,
content.
Oh my
I guess
god!
you have to be
that's
Folders for
systematic
your
about
folders
it.
for your folders.
all right. Let's
let's
start.
work
Let's
through
start
as
with the
best we
first
can.
one. Let's start with the first one, which
Okay.
is called Company Paint Jobs.
Okay.
So I believe that American Truck Simulator is going to get, after the game just got the reworked icons for players' company icons, they are also going to get the matching paint jobs for both truck and trailer, it seems.
Very
Yeah, I
nice.
think this one game had from the very start, it was like missing out on what we had brought to ETS2 already, which was like the player's company identity wasn't fully fleshed out.
Mm.
So now this is kind of this repaying this old debt from the vehicle department.
Mm-hmm. Looking good. I think Chet
It's
already
looking very
spotted the name of some of the folder, and
they're going
they are
crazy.
crazy about
They're
it.
going wild. These look great. These are really nice.
These look
and modern,
awesome.
fresh, and built for the future as
But
well.
I
I'm
think
very much looking
the
forward to it.
folder that got Chet's attention the most is this one.
Now this one took me by surprise as well. I did not know about this either. Can someone explain what's going on here?
Oscar, we have
Yep.
lucky that we have the vehicle
Yeah.
specialist here, kind of. Oscar, can you walk us through, please?
Well, I'm sure you already saw which folder this was in. This is not in the ETS2 folder. So this was the 112M from Scania that they sold in the US between, I think, 1986 and 1990 when
that's
they
legit.
attempted
This truck-
to enter the US market. Yep.
Wow.
This is called Big Mike by Scania, and this was actually featured in our Scania Museum video. So shout out to that. Go watch that if you
Oh.
want to learn more about this truck.
Chat, it pays to watch those SCS on the road videos to look out for things like this. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. But this is something we've not seen before, something that's always been a topic for a long time in the community, which is ultimately a classic truck. And nonetheless, an American truck simulator and from Scania as well,
And a
which I'm very,
cabo
very
version.
surprised about. Yeah, and a cabo, I was not expecting this at all. This is exciting. And of course, as we see here in very, very early stages, this is really, really cool to share.
Chet is lit.
They're
People are
losing
saying,
their
like,
mind.
we've got
Understandably.
This is so out of ordinary,
Classic
right?
truck.
This is so out of expected. Yeah, but it's there. I don't know whether we are going to present it today or not, but this is like a part of like another angle, or to put it
Yeah,
in another
another
journey
path,
through
yeah.
what we are building with our games,
My
which is going
goodness.
back in time a little bit.
Yeah, Chet is saying we've got classic trucks before GTA 6 already. so-
Yeah.
But don't congratulate us yet, because
Yeah.
just as them, we take our time, /free time.
All right, this
That is
folder,
out of it.
I saw a few glimpses of that before, and I think it's super cool. The folder is called Interior Materials,
Yeah.
and I think that our vehicle department is also working on kind of reworking the interior lighting system, or how to describe it properly, and materials and how they are
This
react to
is-
light.
This is combined effort with programmers and vehicle team working together on making the materials better. Like you can more understand that this is leather and this is plastic and all that. Because honestly, our interiors, as we got the models got more and more detailed, and the materials got the right shade of black in theory, but in practice, the way this was rendered in the game was making it really difficult to make out. People were already are complaining about too much blackness through the interior and all
Hmm.
that. We tried to bring in more light, but still, you have to work harder with the shaders and with the effects to make the materials better. So this is still very much work in progress, and there's a lot of vehicles to redo. But
Look
the
at
team has a
that.
plan. The team has a roadmap for going through with the changes, and I think it's going to be really worth it.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome. You can already just by looking at it, you can tell what part is leather, what part is plastic, what texture is on it.
It looks
Looking awesome.
really, really
And
great.
we have
I
to
did
really
see
say
it,
big
it
thanks to
looks
the
great.
programmers who made it possible,
Mhm.
who did the experiments. This is some kind of like low resolution cube map rendered being used for making it like not really sharp reflection, but with dull reflection. So there is some trickery to it on the programming side too. And then of course the artists have to make the changes to the materials. The models, the 3D was there already in place, but you have to go back and retouch it all and then make the changes.
That looks so great. Really adding a lot of depth to the space that you're in there. As the driver, of course, is where you spend a majority of your time, is the inside of your vehicle, inside of your truck. And it'd be a shame not to present it in the best way possible. And this is looking great. I got to see a little teaser of this that was kind of posted to our teams. And I was kind of like, wow, this is so, so cool. So I'm glad to see the chat's very, very excited as well. What did you spot, Nemo?
Someone says in the chat, like, who needs RTX when you have good programmers?
Now the thing for the vehicle designers, for the people making those models and making them for years and not seeing this yet because they were only limited by the rendering technology, the current one, it was kind of so exciting to finally get across this change of looks of the final result of their work. So they are very very kind of inspired and very keen to finally have it in the game.
Cool. All right.
Well,
we've
time
moved
is running away with
ourselves
us.
to the folder called track suspension. I can see
some
from the
videos
thumbnails of those files, it's not gonna be only about trucks, but those are actually videos. So let's watch them together.
Whoa. That's cool. Really showing off the suspensions here and how it's going to work. Look at that.
Okay. That's one of the, I think this is for the Ford car pack. This is Bronco, right, Oscar?
The Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
Yep. You finally have independent suspension and also a rigid beam axle if you want that.
Oh, check that out. Yeah, you can see it in action here as it's going down a bit more of a rough road and being rigorously tested by the driver, I can tell.
It's not the right environment for the Kenworth, but it's all right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Really giving it a good try out here to show you all the movements there independently happening. That looks great. Look at that, chat. How are we liking that? Was it Nemiro behind the wheel? Okay.
Oh, come on, Chad. Give me a break. It's the last stream of the year.
He's keeping it on the road.
Yeah, I as far as I'm aware, the team that started working on Project Roadtrip and the cars and understanding the perception of our player base about how we have had things implemented initially in the game, there was this request: can we get better? Can we improve this? And of course, the truck part of our game, the core of our game, would benefit too if we make it finally more detailed. The technology or the approach to how we portray the chassis was established 10-15 years ago. So in a way, we are finally catching up, I would say, to what may be expected of a game today. And again, just as everything with trucks, if you have two games and each game has like 20 plus different trucks and each of them actually may have multiple chassis versions, it's a massive undertaking to go over this much content and change it. So I understand the plan for the team is to introduce it gradually. We work each time a few vehicles across our history, and of course the new ones will be already coming equipped with proper simulation.
Love to see those details there that they're putting
double
in.
wishbone.
Oh yeah, check that out.
Nice.
That's so cool.
We are making those cars so detailed.
Yeah, really
awesome
getting
to
every
see.
moving part in. Check that out. It's really cool to see the inner workings here, kind of behind the scenes of how it's all being put together. Oh, we see here the whole chassis. Whoa. Really see how it's been moved around there. That's so cool.
Back in the day, those many years ago when we started, and I guess the guys building those trucks had 2 weeks per vehicle allotment, something like that. Now these days, you spend a year working on the vehicle, and now with this maybe even more. And of course, fortunately for us, we now have CAD files, we now have photogrammetry, we now have better understanding of the technology as well. So we can finally go into greater detail. At the same time, it's yet more laborious process, right? It's you may have a CAD file, but that's not it. You have to simplify. You have to figure out ways to portray it with limited polygon budget.
All right, I moved us.
Sometimes, sorry,
Yeah, go
sometimes
ahead.
we have also a limitation where we don't get CAD files for, especially for the chassis and for suspension
Mm.
components, because a lot of this is kind of proprietary, and especially for trucks, because in the US we have the suspension is usually built by some other company. The manufacturer does not make the suspension components themselves,
Oh,
and you can
okay.
even choose between different manufacturers like Hendrickson or I forgot the other brand. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's a little bit complicated to just do the research to get the information for that.
Yep. And I moved us to the folder of Roadtrip cars, and I deleted one of the folder. Chad, yeah, I know you noticed this. No, noticed it. It was a folder for Challenger, and I deleted it because we have some other plans with showing the images a little bit later. So don't worry, you will
Okay.
see them, but maybe in a separate marketing communication on our channels. But
Got it.
as of now, we are watching on one of the American legends, 6-7, I think. Someone
Come on.
Sorry, I had to. Yeah, it's a Mustang from year
In there.
1967.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But of course, it's great to see these American classics come into American Truck Simulator. I mean, we've already shown a bit off in some previous streams and also in some previous blogs, and it's great to see that we have such a variety from legends on the road, some timeless classics, to some of the newer cars that you see today. And this is really great to see. Obviously, a lot of work being going on behind the scenes in terms of talking to car manufacturers and also bringing everything together in terms of data and references and building these from the ground up.
Steve McQueen vibes, exactly. Yeah.
You'd love to see it. Look at that dashboard,
detail.
man. Oof, I love it. Can't beat the classics. They look really, really good.
So again, maybe we should remind ourselves why we are even going into this direction or this crazy type of content and projects. We are building the sandbox, the huge
Oh.
world for American Truck through the years, and people in the player base has kind of shamed us into adding natural park and native kind of places, like touristic destinations where a truck isn't even expected. We have built Sierra Nevada, the pass over the mountains, and all that, where trucks
True.
are kind of not so welcome. And we thought, okay, how do we justify building these? And also, we have heard it from many players that they don't care that much what they are driving. They love the exploration bit of the game. So ultimately, we said, you know what, let's do this little experiment and build a car or 2 or 5. And before we knew it, we got traction from manufacturers. We got fantastic references. And we got the team so excited about building these beautiful cars that there was no way back. We just kind of got into it. You got dragged into it, and you don't even know fully what you are getting into. And I guess the images we are showing shows the excitement. It shows the support from the partners who want to both kind of build brand awareness by allowing and the historical iconic vehicles making into the game, as well as touching a little bit of their current production lines to prop up like their marketing angle in a way. So each of the DLC packs with each partner is combining various vehicles, various eras together for a sampling of the overall palette of the vehicles. Like you go to Ford, you can have, I don't know, 100 vehicles that would be recognizable. We can only choose voluntarily only a few.
Wow.
But I think for the player who is into the kind of Gran Turismo aspect of our game, really being a tourist in the world and enjoying the zen of driving, passenger cars or pickups or non-trucks may be really an exciting way to experience the locations from a different perspective. So we pursue this. We hope for it to be well accepted. This is not a game about racing, right? This is a game about driving in a calm
Exploring,
way and exploring the world. I don't think we are we have to be careful about communicating the intent. This is not going to be another Assetto Corsa, or this is not going to be another
But the name of
highly
the
detailed
but the name of the project is quite fitting, right? Roadtrip.
Road trip, yeah.
It's about road trip. Oh, I've seen these. Oh my god, Chad, get ready because
Oh.
those are
Nibo's getting
so
excited.
those are so nice.
What game is
Check
it?
this out.
That's our game, actually. Yeah.
Is it?
Believe it or not, yeah. This is looking fantastic. Wow.
Of course,
Motion-
edited a little
Wow,
bit.
that
A little
motion
bit,
blur.
a
doctor.
little bit.
Uh,
Speed. I like it. I like it.
You know, I think we are
This
not
is
hiring the right
good.
people to the company. Sorry, those guys, when they got a chance to build those passenger cars, got so excited that the level of detail in these vehicles is incredible. They may have been working for Microsoft or Sony on their respective massive franchises, and luckily they started working for us and with us to bring the cars and combine the worlds of trucks, buses, coaches, and cars all together.
Can't wait
That's
to
right.
take this another American legend for a spin.
Yeah, chat's right. By the way, everyone's saying like that's some crazy detail. Are you sure this is ATS? Everyone's
I
kind
mean, of course, those images are kind of like polished,
a little bit. Yeah. Of
But you
course,
can
there's
say by how the team actually polished those images, how much passion and love they have for these vehicles.
yeah.
Because those images were not polished by by our team.
Yeah,
They
so
came
this
like
is-
this from vehicle department.
So the vehicle department is making kind of
they
marketing
really love them.
job by trying
Yeah.
to show their creations in the best light possible.
I think they've done a great job of it, really showcasing it. These are kind of the things I'd imagine seeing like in a brochure or commercial for the car, like a beautiful scene. You got like a
Selchuk in the
warehouse.
chat says guilty as charged. Yeah.
There you go. In the airport. This is so cool. I mean, an iconic vehicle, of course, the Viper here. One we've seen in many American movies and such like that as well. Really,
Of course, for the players who are playing our games because they are fans of trucks, this may be actually distraction, or they may understand that or interpret it as us being distracted, and I'm sorry for that. We, on the other hand, hope that after building the world for so many years, this may actually bring maybe a new customer, or this may give the existing player a kind of like a way to vent and maybe spend the weekend driving a car instead of driving a truck. Ultimately, if it moves our business a little bit by a few percent up, because the game will be suddenly attractive for other players that may, under the term truck, they may understand something else than a semi truck. They may understand what Americans call trucks, 4x4 pickups, or all that. We may discover new players, or they may discover us. We may get yet more business this way. We'll see. Hopefully, it's going to move the needle a little bit and give people like alternate means to have fun in the game, in the world of the game.
Crown Victoria,
another icon, one that
another icon.
Remember from like the old 90s, we were watching like in New York City, all the yellow cab taxis or the police cars and such. Just an iconic vehicle in itself. In terms of American vehicles. And of course, chat, if you're liking everything you're seeing here today in terms of either the map DLCs or what we're looking at now with Roadtrip, make sure to add it to your Steam wishlist. It really does help support us in our releases, and really does make a difference. So appreciate everyone that has done so far. Really, really does help us out.
All right, and then the last folder of this folder is something that, Oscar, I don't think we teased before. Oh, we did.
I don't think we ever.
No, we did. Well, yeah, in a blog when we were calling for help with the sounds, I think there was a list of Nissan vehicles as well, right, chat?
Is that considered a tease?
Chat seems pretty surprised by it, so let's see.
I can see a bit of a pattern here, Pavel, that each of the pack is kind of supposed to have one of the bigger vehicles, kind of like pickup truck,
well, ultimately,
or SUV, or.
We didn't want to mislead people all the way into just putting muscle cars or something into it. So for each DLC pack, essentially, you may want to have the truck bit of it featured prominently as a part of it because many people, when they go for a Dodge or a Ford in our game and combine it with the title American Truck Simulator, will still expect a
yeah.
truck, right? So
True.
we wanted to make sure that we address this and then maybe spice it up with something extra and exciting that's not necessarily a truck. But the idea is always like to focus on that. And as far as I understand, and I'm not, that savvy about American vehicle market, but these big monsters are actually the most, popular
Yeah, like
cars.
Yeah.
F-150 is the most popular car in the US for 5 years in a row now, I think, or something like that.
41, 41 years.
41
Yeah.
years. Okay, then
Something
there you
like
go.
Best-selling vehicle, not even truck, just the best-selling vehicle.
It's incredible. Yeah, really, really incredible.
But it seems that some of the
This
packs
is
will give
cool.
us something spicier as well.
Yeah, check this
Benny
out.
is getting crazy. And he's just like, yes!
I mean,
I know
for
he
some of
loves this
us,
car, yeah.
we might have raced some of these cars in some childhood games when we were a bit younger, some classic titles and stuff. So, of course, this is another iconic vehicle in its own right.
Oh, we
Early-
have some
early
enthusiasts in
stages.
the chat as well. Someone saying Godzilla. Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. Really beautiful to see, of course. Still very much work in progress, but something we're very excited to show off here on the stream. A big thank you again to Vehicles team for letting us showcase some of these to you. These are really, really cool.
All right.
All right.
Then we have one last folder of this folder. Oh my god, there's so many folders.
There's so many for
It
time
says
is running away
trucks.
with
This is just ATS. This is just
This is
ATS.
just ADS, yeah.
Yeah, we're
I hope
running
you
out
guys
of
have time. We're gonna be here for next 30 minutes, I believe.
I believe so.
And just as the legendary classic Scania, we have something extra as well for you guys.
No way. Oh my goodness. You weren't lying when vehicles are cooking. Look at this. We're not done yet. Exactly, chat. Good grief. This is something special to see.
We
Well,
definitely
yeah,
have been busy.
the classics, the iconic classics. It's a new, like, how to put it, tribute to the industry in a way, to the history of transportation. We'll see how that flies. They'll be, of course, now implanted into the modern world of ATS as of 2020s. We're putting in vehicles that may not be that frequent anymore on the streets, on the roads.
Looking awesome though.
That
For the
is such a
players
cool
with kind of like a nostalgic bit, these may work, right?
And they're gonna work for me as well.
track.
They look awesome. All right. I think Oscar, can you walk us through what are we looking
Yeah,
at
what is
here?
this one?
HX 520. So that's from
HX
International.
520. Wow.
That's their
It's quite a
heavy
unique looking truck.
duty, kind of vocational kind of truck, but it's also suitable for highway use, of course.
But that's
I've been
that's still
seeing
in
a
their
lot of these
production,
on the
right?
roads. Absolutely, yeah. This
Okay.
is a current
Nice.
model that they have.
Wow. Looking good. Of course, I believe these just renders
something
that we're looking
different.
at currently, and this is definitely something different we're looking at. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's still very
Yeah.
much work in progress. That is so
Okay.
cool. Chat's going crazy. Chat's going wild.
Chat, don't forget to
One after
breathe,
the
okay?
other. All right. Let's
Oh
have a
my
look. What we got
god.
next?
Here we have something from the Mack trucks.
Whoa. Is this something newer, I'm guessing, Oscar, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's the latest, right?
That's the Pioneer.
That is such a cool.
I always had a
truck.
soft
One definitely for
spot.
the future, right?
Yeah.
Very
I
much
always
looking
love
for-
their their design, and especially the bulldog statue and the pedigree and the history about it, the story about it.
And I love how we were one of the first people to see it in Greensboro.
Really?
Oh, true.
It was such
Oh.
an amazing
out to Mack
opportunity for
Trucks.
us. Yeah.
So sometimes you get kind of treatment being introduced to vehicles before the launch or before the announcement even.
Sometimes they are like, wanna see something cool? Of course we do.
Exactly. That was how it is. That was exactly how it is. We had no idea what to expect.
That thing is incredible looking. Really built for the future. Definitely can tell by the design there and everything. Very excited to see more of that one. What have we got next on the list? Oh my goodness.
this
okay.
It's happening. It's finally happening.
It's happening. I've heard the community talking a lot about this one actually recently, I think. Yes, everyone knows.
See, there are
yes.
some
Okay,
photos
chat
from
knows.
3D modeling software still.
Of course, it's the Peterbilt 389.
389X.
Oh my goodness, you're being spoiled, chat. Yep, spoiling everyone. But of course, it is still a lot of work in progress going on here behind the scenes. So
Oscar,
keep that in
explain
mind.
please to me. This is the truck that's being reworked from scratch, but as well we are
Yes,
seeing tuning
yes.
on top of it.
We are
Oh.
rebuilding the entire truck, and we're adding a new trim level. Basically, their final model before Peterbilt stopped selling the truck was the 389X. And of course, you can see here as well some tuning parts. So there will be a lot of them coming as
Nice.
well. A lot of them, just like we did for the Kenworth W900, I think you can expect
Quite a-
galore
quite a-
of
Yeah,
quite a big
options
number of
for this-
options,
for
yeah.
this truck. Too many.
I'm very looking
Too
forward
many
to
to
many.
count.
I
It's
heard
one of those
some
classic
crazy
things where-
number, so I would say indeed too many. For a tuning DLC,
Confirmed.
that we are, I think the author of this tuning pack has been working on it for over a year, never
Wow.
stopping.
Probably, yeah.
So
Gee.
a lot of content.
Yeah, well, I think once this releases, we're gonna have one of those streams where you're just in the garage the whole time.
Yeah.
We never hit the road.
More than an hour.
Just the
Yeah, I
customization.
clicking through the
think we
options.
need to split the stream. We need to split the stream into multiple streams. Not
We
even
have
just
to-
two.
We have
Like
to bring
multiple streams.
Selchuk back for the stream because,
Yeah.
we will need some extra knowledge.
This looks incredible. This looks really, really good. One I know the community will be very, very excited for.
Look at that.
Gee.
Those exhaust pipes feels bigger than the truck. That's so cool.
A little bit oversized, but yeah, very, very cool.
Loud and proud.
All right. I think this is the latest
Oh,
Volvo VNL, right?
look at
Hmm?
that.
Exactly.
The very bold design. I like it with the grille there. Very
Oh,
aerodynamic.
I like
on the
this
front.
setup,
That's
especially with the
cool.
blacked out grill.
You like blacked out everything.
Yeah, I'm
You do,
guilty.
you
guilty.
do, yeah.
The trailer's too shiny for you, right?
Yeah, it is. I would probably drop it and go for some black curtain cider.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my god! But look at it, Oscar. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
I get it. It works. Definitely works on this truck.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the one. Technically, the challenge for VNL was the
Oh, the
windshield,
the curved
Mhm.
windows.
the curved windows.
Mm.
It turns out
So aerodynamic.
things are, you don't get what you expect. We were for many years just comfortably adding more and more trucks until we got one with rounded windshield and realized that our simplistic implementation of raindrops just
Are not
doesn't
working
work
that well
there
with-
that
yeah.
well. So I guess the vehicle team actually had built most of the vehicle to pretty advanced states
Yes.
quite some months ago, but then we ran into the issue of having to catch up on the coding of rain effects, of raindrops on the windshield and the windshield wipers to make this vehicle the right kind of service to have it in a state to release. So I think the programmers did their magic at last, and we'll be able to release the vehicle soon next year.
Someone in the chat already noticed some of that work in the behind the scenes because they says that explains the range change. So yeah, the range changed tiny bit in the game, but some people have an eagle eye and they spotted it.
I mean, it's probably going to be needed for the UK rework, right? You know, we're going to need a lot of rain there. So, I mean, it's going to be
It's just
used
rain.
quite a lot in the
Yeah.
future, I can imagine. So.
Slider that they
That's the
stuck
main
on
reason,
the
of course.
Yeah, going to see a lot of it.
All right, and here, Oscar, walk us through. What do we have here?
Yes, so this is a grain feed trailer, I believe. Yeah, so this is from a brand called Wallinga. So they're
Oh,
famous
okay.
for these kinds of trailers. So,
Nice.
you know,
New
something
trailer
different.
brand.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm too familiar with them.
Also,
but I'm
they-
they
excited to
have
find out what they're all
animal
about.
welfare trailers.
So they're like
Okay.
focused mainly or mostly on agriculture
Yes,
trailers.
yes, that's what they're known for. And I think their trailers are built out of aluminum, as you
Mm.
say in the US.
Oh, okay.
Looking good as well.
More variety for what you can pull
Yep.
at last.
All right, Chad. That was the ATS folder.
Wow.
How did you like it?
I mean, I didn't expect there to be so much. That's an incredible amount of content.
But
being
wait,
gone
there's
through there from
more.
the consumer
There's
side.
more.
There is. That's it. We're
There's
not
one
even
big
done
folder
yet.
for
yeah.
Euro Truck Simulator as well. All
Good
right, so
grief. Let's
the
take a look at
first
this.
folder says Bobcat,
Oh,
which
right,
appears to
Bobcat,
be
that's a brand I'm familiar
another
with.
new brand joining the Euro Truck Simulator 2
Mm,
For cargos.
for cargos. Yeah,
for
We're not
cargos,
yet
Yeah.
not yet at the stage where we would allow the player to
Drive
drive
these.
these or operate these. But it's an interesting partnership because the manufacturing
it's here in Czech
Uh,
Republic.
is here nearby,
Yeah.
in a way.
They're in a city called Dobříž. Did I pronounce that correctly? Let me
No,
read.
Dobříž,
No,
okay.
it's Dobříž, but
Almost.
okay.
No,
You tried.
Almost, but not quite.
Okay.
Better than what I would do,
Okay.
yeah.
This is
I
Czech.
tried to flex one word.
These are looking great though. Loving the detail that have gone into these. Obviously, quite a distinctive color they have as well.
Mm.
Recognizable.
I think
This
the
will be
brand-
also available for ATS.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I think the brand is actually American, right? Is it? Or
I believe so. Yes.
Mm.
It was originally started in the US.
Okay. These look fun. Nice, powerful machines for you to be hauling around on some trailers.
we
in the
also
future.
visited their factory here in Dobříž, and I think it was Peter Parking who were there with you, right? And he was able to even
Yes.
play with some of these.
Oh,
so I
really?
think,
Yeah, we were.
and we
were
captured that
driving
in
this
a
one
SCS
week.
on the episode, so that's coming as well.
Okay, I'm excited for that one. I wonder how Peter
That's
got
how
on.
we
in-
learned
in-
to
Our
drive
superhero Peter
excavators.
Parking. All right, another folder says DLC Holland style. And I
Holland
think
style.
that this is not only a paint job pack, but also kind of like a tuning pack in the Holland style.
Yeah, I understand that the team wanted the full kind of range of options in a way that goes with the paint jobs, so that paint jobs alone wouldn't do it the right service. So there are some bits of other content
Mm-hmm.
combined into the styling DLC.
That's very cool. I mean, they're such an iconic design that you see, you know, these massive truck shows you see across Europe. You know, you can always tell when there's a vehicle there from the Netherlands. They
Beautiful.
have this classic style. So it's great to see this being applied on a range of our trucks in ETS2.
Apparently, it's super famous and popular because the chat is hyped about it.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
the
I
roof,
mean,
yeah.
a lot on the road. Yeah, a lot of companies doing this style on the road in like in these areas and at truck shows and stuff for their show trucks or for their company. I think I even see quite a few of them in the UK when they come over on the ferry. So one I think is gonna be
Nice.
popular for sure. Really beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it.
All right, next folder is about Iveco S-Way 6x2.
Okay, nice.
There's going to be a new chassis option for this
hmm
beautiful truck.
New chassis, very nice. Yep. Iveco. Of course, going to be quite popular among the newer model there. Be able to haul some heavier stuff. Maybe some of your special transport stuff around Europe with your Iveco there.
I'm by
Looking
far
really
not
good.
an expert, but do I see a drivable axle there?
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
Steerable.
Steerable
least.
axle.
steerable, yeah.
steerable. Sorry.
So I think this kind of setup is also very popular in the UK as well. So this will be perfect for UK rework, and I believe also very popular in Netherlands and France because you get more weight with it. You can,
Mhm.
I think, is it Netherlands where you can get up to 50 tons, something like that.
Oh,
think
wow.
so,
Okay, yeah. So definitely going to be useful for those heavier loads. That's for sure. Great to see.
Yep. All right. Here we have something from the Mercedes-Benz
Oh,
lab.
Latest one.
yeah. This is quite a unique looking truck. One you can't miss if you see it out there.
Yeah, you actually
With
see
that
a
kind of
lot of
smooth
these
front.
on the roads now.
Already, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen a
do.
few.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Kind of
official name is
understated front.
Actros L with Pro Cabin.
Okay.
I have to say, I've seen some of them in blue. In white, and they do look a little bit like Stormtrooper from Star Wars. It's awesome too. It's awesome. They look
Love
awesome
that.
on the road.
Well, correct me that this was a project that was started quite a long time ago already with our esteemed partner, but for whatever reasons, getting it finalized, getting it approved, getting it ready took way longer than that we were hoping. But now
Mm.
finally we are showing more of it.
Yeah, they have a lot of releases, I would say.
Keeping busy then. Love to see it.
But
Good to see it
it
in the
really
works
is
then.
like
Yeah.
beautiful and modern looking truck.
Very modern design, yeah. Especially because like there's not really much of a grill there, right? It's just like that front smooth panel
There's
taking up the majority of the
I'm
front
always amazed. I'm always amazed at how they cool the truck. Like how do you get air for the radiator?
Mm.
Right, yeah.
All right, another folder called Renault T update.
Okay.
Awesome. So it looks like this truck is going to get some update in terms of what I can see: digital mirrors, some special parts we haven't
New badging.
really, new badge, maybe new interiors as well.
Yes.
Looking very smart. I like the colors as well with the orange and the red there. Nice little color scheme going on. Looking good. Love the red part. Yeah, it looks very good.
Yeah, the red part
Looks very
looks
nice.
good.
Some nice accents there on the actual truck itself.
Oh, new dashboard.
New digital
Okay.
dashboard. Yeah. Check that out with the root on there as well, which is quite nice to have.
Yeah, new interior as well.
Love that. They're always very good with their designs in the interior, I gotta say. Using their logo across like some of the materials there and such like that is quite clever. You liking the dashboard, chat? Yeah, it looks very good. Very smart. All right, what have we got next on our
I think
plate?
this is something we were able to show to those few lucky people from the community that visited us during the last SCS fan day, which is the, correct me if I'm wrong, Oscar, but major rework of Scania Streamline.
Yeah, basically a rebuild of the entire truck. We scanned one of the older Scania Streamlines and the R as well. I mean, they basically share the same cab. So yeah, we are rebuilding one of the legends in the game, and I think everyone will be super excited for this. And there is more to come too.
Oh, keeping us on the edge of our seat, Oscar. As if we haven't teased enough already, but this is looking great. Again, still in the very early stages here, but loving what I'm seeing so far. Chat's very, very excited for it as well. Good to see all the positive comments coming in. Gosh, so many projects ongoing at once.
And the last one is about that not only trailer brands or truck brands or personal vehicle brands are joining our games, but also accessories, or in this case, cooling units. Thermo King appear. It appears that it's
Exactly.
joining Euro Truck Simulator 2, right?
Yes. So we had, I think, in the past, the only one that was branded was from Liebherr, that was on one of the special Krona trailers that we had. But now Thermo King will be in the game, and it will be generally available across all brands.
Nice.
Nice. That's cool.
Well,
That's
when
cool.
you interact with the world of licensed and brands and all that, you get into discussion with people beyond just vehicles themselves. And I
Mhm.
think we started some years back with the fifth wheel manufacturer, no, not just fifth wheel manufacturer,
Yeah.
but also fifth wheel manufacturer, Yost, if I'm
Yes.
Yes.
pronouncing it right.
Yes.
These are major industry component players that also love to be visible, love to be noticed, and you have to go there directly to establish relation. So cooling units is another such example, and I guess there's more in kind of in the pipeline, more corporations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving the little details, by the way. There, you got you got some on the trailer there as well, of course. Very, very nice. Yeah, I love all the little details that have been included here and being shown off across different types of trailers, and of course, main unit itself as well. Very, very cool. All right.
That's it.
Oh, dang. Jack. Is that
I
it?
mean, that was a lot, and that's
That was
not
a
all
lot,
what
yeah.
is in production. We
Oh my goodness.
still have some.
You have surprised me not to include some types of content, but we've shown a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
this is still
We have
a subset, right? This is still
Yes.
kind of like we could have shown so much more.
Mhm.
So okay, I know, I understand. Maybe there is some intent behind it. We have kept something under wraps still, because there's cool stuff happening still.
There's quite a lot of
there
stuff
is. Keep the
happening
cards
still. Yeah.
closed. But yeah, like we said, we've already shown a lot of it already here, and it's great to be able to show so much of that already. So big thank you to our teams that provided those screenshots and a look into what the future holds for SCS software, and yeah, exciting for the future ahead, which isn't all too far away, with 2026 just around the corner. Time has flown, honestly. And well, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, our time here for today for our very last stream has come to an end. I think we've even overrun a little bit by then.
Yes.
We're
An hour.
By an hour?
Yeah,
An hour more.
An hour more. So that just goes to show the amount of content there we had to share with you all. But of course, if you want to watch back at any point, it'll be available on our YouTube channel. But unfortunately, we do have to wrap things up, and do want to give a big thank you, first of all, Oscar. Thank you for being here so late in the early hours in the morning, I believe it is for you over in Singapore. It's been a pleasure having you on for
Yes.
this special stream.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, finally. It's been many years, and this is my first one.
Hey, let's hope we can have you back for the next year's one as well, and some other ones in
Thank
the
you.
future. It's always a pleasure. And as well, Pavel, taking the time out of your already busy work day to
pleasure.
be with us, to share the time with the community. Is anything else you'd like to say to them before we disappear this evening?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
Happy holidays, everyone.
thanks everybody. Thanks, of course, to the team making this possible, and thanks for our fans, for our players, to also make this possible, because we meet each other with this beautiful games of ours, to make all the creation possible. The world is a different place than what we may remember from some years back. But still, the games shine, the games grow. Our place to spend the time is yet more cool and exciting as years go by. So let's be grateful for that. And I wish everybody to have a great year of 2026, and find their calm, find their kind of luck, and find their bliss in 2026.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself. No, thank you. And yeah, chat, for if you've been here either for just today's streams or for all the streams that we've done throughout the past, thank you so much for all of your support, for being a part of our best community ever. And big thank you as well to Benny and also David, who run the streams behind the scenes. Do we have a Benny Cam? We do. There he
Oh,
is.
we
Hey,
do
Benny.
tonight.
Thank you, Benny. Appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful
108
holidays.
streams. We're gonna break that number next year. I
I
feel.
believe. I don't doubt it at all. Also, Nimiro, thank
Benny's
you as well.
shocked now.
Thank you, Nimiro, as well. For
Always a pleasure. Always a
driving
pleasure.
and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been a great year. It's been a
It
lot
was
of
a
fun.
great
with you.
year. And Chad, we
So,
might
all
be
that as well.
going more into the quieter mode for the upcoming weeks, but we
Yes.
still do have some topics nicely prepared and plans to be flying out during the next week and the week after before we will meet everyone back in the office in January. So keep your eyes
Yes.
peeled.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, no matter how you celebrate, and of course, a very Happy New Year 2026. And we'll see you in the new year. So thank you, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening and the rest of the year. And we will see you in the new year. And bye-bye for now, everyone. Take care.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Happy holidays. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.